So why is Saitama one of the most OP characters in anime? Because his power isn't measured in numbers. He's literally written to be unbeatable. The end.
Exactly. I don't know. And like people be trying their best to try to like scare him and stuff. And I'm like, bro, y'all doing it wrong. But like I said, they don't listen to understand. They only listen to argue. All right, we got the most powerful creatures in anime.
Anime has given us countless heroes and villains, each with unique...
Y'all already know. We saw the thumbnail. Y'all know who we saw. We saw Big Cat Goat over this time, bro. Y'all already know how we roll.
...abilities that keep us glued to the screen. But then, there are those characters who go beyond the limits of their worlds. They're so strong, so absurdly powerful, that regular fights don't even make sense anymore. These are the characters who break the rules of their universes, the walking plot devices, the gods among mortals. So today, we're diving into the top 6 most overpowered characters in anime. From godlike beings who can erase existence with a thought, to immortal warriors who laugh in the face of death, we'll break down their powers, their feats, and why they're considered unstoppable. Grab your popcorn, because this list isn't just about raw power. It's about dominance, fear, and the kind of overwhelming presence that makes these characters unforgettable. Let's begin with the obvious. The Baldy who needs no introduction.
Everybody love him. Big Cat Goat. Big boy. Gotama, let's get it.
Saitama, also known as One Punch Man. At first glance, Saitama was like the most...
Season 3 coming out too, bro. I told y'all, peak anime of the year. I'm calling it now.
Average anime character ever. A plain face, a basic yellow jumpsuit, and no flashy aura. But that's the joke. His design hides the most broken concept in anime. He can defeat anyone with a single punch. Unlike other characters who struggle, grow, and nearly die before defeating an enemy, Saitama's fights are one-sided. Whether it's a city-destroying monster, an alien conqueror, or a godlike entity, Saitama doesn't break a sweat.
He barely even try, bro. Just punch the problems away. That's all he do.
Doesn't even need strategy. He simply punches, and it's over. But what makes Saitama special isn't just his power, it's the satire. He was created as a parody of every shonen hero who trains, struggles, and unlocks new forms. Saitama broke his limit so hard during training, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a...
Bro, literally making all our favorite characters look like a joke. I think that's why most people love about him, what they love about him.
10K run every day, that now he's reached absolute strength. The result? No drama, no suspense, just instant victory. His problem isn't fighting villains. It's finding motivation and excitement in life.
No, wait, I just...
Fighting villains. It's finding
Oh, man, no, is that Superman and who this Goku? Oh, my God, bro. I mean, that basically is true, but at the same time, like, the best way to, like that's why I'm saying, like, I think say Tommy better fight just, like, cartoon characters, bro. That's who you really need to fight. It's cartoon characters. That's it. Just let him fight cartoon characters, and that's the best I can give him, bro.
Motivation and excitement in life. So why is Saitama one of the most OP characters in anime? Because his power isn't measured in numbers. He's literally written to be unbeatable. The end.
Exactly. I don't know. And like people be trying their best to try to like scare him and stuff. And I'm like, bro, y'all doing it wrong. But like I said, they don't listen to understand. They only listen to argue. So then I'm like, yo, you know what? Just let them have their fun with it.
Of all power scaling debates. In a sense, Saitama isn't just OP, he's the ultimate punchline. If Saitama...
But apparently people, like I said, people don't understand. So they're like, you know, you gotta let them cope. You gotta let them cope, bro. Let them cope. Let them cope, bro. They don't listen to understand. They only listen to argue once again. They're like, bro, it's a waste. But let's continue.
Represents satire. Then Zeno represents the terrifying authority of raw creation. In the Dragon Ball universe, power levels are everything. We've seen fighters destroy planets, clash across galaxies, and manipulate time itself. Yet above them all sits a childlike figure with unimaginable power, the Omni King.
I mean, only thing we saw Zeno did is erase. Yeah. Okay, you continue. Yeah.
Zeno.
Right.
Zeno looks harmless, almost like a toy, but don't let appearances fool you. With a simple gesture, He can erase not just people or planets, but entire universes. He doesn't fight. He doesn't train. He doesn't need ki blasts, transformations, or martial arts. Zeno's strength lies in his very existence. He is the supreme ruler of all reality in Dragon Ball. We saw this during the Tournament of Power, when Zeno casually erased universes that lost. Entire histories, billions of lives, gods and mortals, gone in seconds. And the scariest part? He does it with the innocence of a child. No hesitation, no moral struggle, just playfully pressing the delete button on reality itself. Zeno isn't a fighter in the traditional sense, but in terms of being overpowered, nobody in Dragon Ball, not even Goku and Ultra Instinct, comes close, because how do you fight someone who can blink your existence away?
You really can't, bro. You gotta leave him alone. You gotta leave Zeno alone, bro, for real.
Zeno earns his place here. He's the embodiment of absolute power, a god who doesn't even need to lift a finger. Next, we move into the world of ninjas, where one man's name alone strikes fear. Madara Uchiha.
Uchiha, bro. When I first saw this right here, bro, then I'm like, bro, this dude just 1v a whole unit.
In Naruto, we're introduced to countless powerful shinobi, but Madara exists on a completely different tier.
Bro, when I first saw this was so dope, bro.
From the moment he's revived, the battlefield becomes his playground. Thousands of ninja armies, he dismantles them single-handedly. Legendary Kages, he toys with them like they're children. Madara's power comes from a deadly combination. The Rinnegan, giving him godlike abilities like controlling gravity, absorbing chakra, and summoning meteors from the sky.
It's crazy.
His Sharingan, allowing him to read movements, predict attacks, and cast illusions. The eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, giving him perfect Susanoo, a massive armored avatar of destruction. And when he gains the power of the Sage of Six Paths, Madara transcends mortality, becoming nearly untouchable. One of his most iconic moments was dropping 2 meteors from the sky, casually asking, "What will you do about the second one?" That single moment told us everything about his arrogance and overwhelming dominance. Unlike Saitama or...
He probably can bring another meteor too, bro. He probably can keep seeing meteors and meteors and meteors, bro, which is crazy though.
Zeno, Madara's overpowered nature comes not from being unbeatable by design, but from his legacy and ambition. He embodies what happens when skill, talent, and ambition are pushed to god-tier levels. He's so strong that the only way the story could move forward was through massive plot devices. Otherwise, Madara would have ended the entire world by himself. Madara isn't just OP. He's the definition of an unstoppable force in a world of ninja. Now let's talk about the fan-favorite sorcerer from Jujutsu Kaisen, Gojo Satoru.
Gojo the same. They had to get rid of Gojo off scene too, bro.
If Madara represents overwhelming offense, Gojo represents absolute defense.
Yeah, definitely.
His curse technique, Limitless, allows him to manipulate space at an atomic level. What does this mean in practice? Simply put, you can't touch him. Here's how it works. When an enemy tries to hit Gojo, they never actually reach him. Instead, they slow down infinitely, as if approaching a boundary that can never be crossed. This ability, known as Infinity, makes Gojo untouchable. But that's just the beginning. Gojo's 6 eyes give him almost limitless control and efficiency with cursed energy, meaning he can maintain his techniques practically forever. And when he goes on the offense, he can unleash Domain Expansion Infinite Void, a technique that overwhelms the opponent's mind with endless information, paralyzing them completely. What makes Gojo terrifying isn't just his power, but his personality. He's confident, playful, and sometimes reckless because he knows nobody can truly challenge him. He doesn't just win battles, he dominates them while cracking jokes. In Jujutsu Kaisen, Gojo is called the strongest, and it's no exaggeration. His powers make him both a shield and a spear, an unstoppable force wrapped in a cocky, blindfolded sorcerer. If Saitama represents unbeatable by design, Gojo represents unbeatable within the rules of his universe. And that's what makes him one of the most stylishly OP characters in anime. Now we turn to the world of darkness, with a character who is less of a man and more of a nightmare. Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate. Alucard isn't just any vampire. He's the vampire, the original, the immortal, the monster who hunts monsters. What makes Alucard truly terrifying is his immortality. He doesn't just heal wounds, he can take countless fatal blows, be ripped apart, shot, burned, or dismembered, and he will still come back. That's because Alucard doesn't just have one life, he has an entire army of souls stored within him, each one acting as an extra life. Until those souls are depleted, Alucard cannot be permanently killed. But it doesn't stop there. Alucard can summon familiars, an entire army of creatures under his command. He can manipulate shadows, regenerate instantly, and even walk in broad daylight without weakness. One of the most frightening aspects of Alucard is that he toys with his opponents. He lets them believe they're winning, only to reveal that he's been holding back the whole time. He doesn't just kill his enemies, he breaks them mentally, proving that they were never a match to begin with. In a series filled with vampires, monsters, and soldiers, Alucard stands as a god of death. His overwhelming power, mixed with his cruel sense of humor, make him one of the most overpowered and terrifying characters in anime. Finally, we end with a character whose power is both awe-inspiring and horrifying, Tetsuo Chima from Akira. Tetsuo begins as an ordinary delinquent, overshadowed by his friend Kaneda. But after a fateful accident, he awakens psychic abilities that spiral out of control. At first, it's simple telekinesis. Then it grows into matter manipulation, energy blasts, and reality warping powers that rival gods. Tetsuo's rise to power is both fascinating and tragic.
It is, man. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I did want him to, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It was just everywhere, bro.
His abilities grow faster than he can control, and his body begins to mutate in grotesque ways. He becomes a symbol of unchecked power, the terrifying possibility of what happens when human ambition collides with godlike abilities. Unlike characters like Saitama or Zeno, Tetsuo is not written to be untouchable. His powers are overwhelming, but they're also unstable. He represents the danger of power without control, the idea that becoming too strong can destroy you from within. By the climax of Akira, Tetsuo is practically beyond human comprehension, a living singularity whose existence threatens to collapse reality itself. His transformation is one of the most haunting depictions of power in anime history, making him a legendary overpowered character in his own right. These are our picks. Each one dominates their universe in their own way, through comedy, fear, skill, or pure chaos. And that's what makes them unforgettable. But now I want to hear from you. Who do you think is the most overpowered anime character of all time? Did I miss your favorite? Drop your thoughts in the...
I like that one, bro. Deep thoughts, but you already know, man. Leave a screenshot